Your 8-minute question and answer period will now begin. What accomplishment from the last year are you most proud of?
I think I can take that. I think probably the most proud accomplishment we've had over the last year has been winning the McGill Dobson Center for Entrepreneurship Cup. We won the Environmental Enterprise Stream and received a grant of $20,000 to forward our products, specifically the algae foods based products.
Have you engaged any subject matter experts in the development of your projects?
For algae, we work with a full-time food scientist who's on a contract with us. Additionally, we also have a team of advisors in the algae space. We can't name them due to agreements. However, they're all PhD or food science based. And then we also have a plethora of CPG and business mentors. So absolutely, we've done all the due diligence to ensure that we're up to standards and creating the best possible products we can.
Can you outline the costs related to the development of this project?
Absolutely. I don't know if I should be outlining those right now. However, yep, we have full financial information that details where every single dollar has gone, from all of our Project Accelerator grants to the grant that I previously mentioned with McGill Dobson, to money that we had previously received from other sources. And we can pinpoint exactly where those dollars are going. For example, the $20,000 that we received from McGill Dobson, the majority of that is going to go towards two sources. One being the payment of our intern who started today, May 3rd, and two, the development and production of our first stage impact bars, which will be released in, assuming everything goes to plan, 5 weeks.
Was there any unexpected negative impact or externality related to your projects?
Not any negative externality from like a project standpoint. However, because we're operating this as a venture and because there were multiple partners involved at the start, and we had to remove certain partners due to ineffectiveness on their part. I believe overall that those were unforeseen circumstances and a little bit unfortunate. However, in terms of the project, they didn't make any real impact. They just had personal impacts on the founding team.
How does your team define success?
Do Cam or Tiffany, do one of you want to take this?
Yeah, Cam, do you want to go ahead and speak on the executive team as a whole and how we define success?
Yeah, absolutely. So we split success. We can kind of split it into two types of impact. We can talk about the impact that our projects team have. One of those being Algae Foods with Devin, and another being Beano Books, which is not competing here at Nationals. And we look at the kind of impact and the reach those teams have on the number of people they can reach. In Devin's case, the amount of environmental impact he can foresee in the near future, and other things related to general social development goals. But then the other impact that we look at is the impact that we can have on our community specifically, that being the Queens community, in terms of encouraging other students to start their own businesses, encouraging other students to, engage with our innovation center and with Enactus Queens, and inform them about how they might go about starting their own business. So, for example, we ran a number of workshops and a number of seminars this year to try and help improve that engagement, even during the pandemic. So I would say we split our impact into those two general areas.
Do you have an exit strategy for your projects?
Yes, we do have an exit strategy, and that could potentially involve us getting acquired by a larger company, specifically in the CPG or health food space or sustainable space. I guess you could say that as well. However, right now, we don't believe that's in our best interest. Right now, exit strategies are more specifically catered to just investment strategies. We don't think the project has been developed enough to pursue an exit strategy right now. However, as a result of our shareholder agreement, we've had to plan out exit strategies from day one. And those could be, like I said, either getting acquired or selling the company off, or potentially taking the company public. However, that's probably well beyond the scope of Enactus Queens Nationals right now.
What surprised you the most as you worked on your project over the last year?
Just how hard it is and how lonely entrepreneurship can be, especially during COVID. Myself and my co-founder Alessandra, along with the Enactus Queens team, spent countless hours developing these projects, but I can only speak on behalf of Algae. However, it was very challenging from an individual standpoint. For myself and Alessa, she was in school the entire time. I have been working 2 jobs to support the development of Algae. So I think the surprise there is that you hear all the great things about entrepreneurship, but you don't realize that it's definitely a grind the entire time, and it's not easy. So it's not butterflies and rainbows. It's late nights and difficult mornings.
Could you clarify the role of your partnerships and the role of your team in your projects?
I'm assuming partnership and team in the project would be for Algae. I can't speak on behalf of Beano Books, but they're not competing at nationals, so a little bit irrelevant. For Algae, myself and my co-founder Alessandra, both founded the company at Queens. We both completely own the company. It is incorporated. However, it has been involved with Enactus Queens since pretty much day one. And Enactus Queens acts as a supporting role, advisors, volunteers, etc. Yeah, that's probably the best clarification I can provide.
What existing resources has your team leveraged throughout the development of your projects?
Do you guys want to speak on behalf of the DDQIC?
Yeah, Tiffany, do you want to take that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have leveraged the DDQIC, which is here at Queens, and we have reached out to multiple individuals who work there. Our faculty advisor, her name is Melanie, and we've spoken with her on a bi-weekly basis starting in September, and she's been a really good resource to us in the entrepreneurship space. Outside of that, she's connected us to multiple individuals in the entrepreneurship space as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the DDQIC.
Your time has now expired. Thank you, Enactus Queens University.